grammar is not it not help.
Are you
Fine.
doing good?
And you?
I'm
Yeah,
doing great,
I'm
thank
doing
you.
good.
Thanks for asking. So
Yeah.
tell me, this is like our first time together. So how would you like to start this session? Would you like to tell me something about yourself, or do you want to directly go into the notes given?
Something first I introduce myself and then
Sure,
I
go
we
ahead.
will start.
All right.
My name is Jata. Yeah, my name is Jata, and I was born and brought up in Madhya Pradesh, and
Right.
currently I am residing in Delhi for my civil services preparation. Right now, I am doing some I explore my speaking skills, so that's why I am here in this platform.
Sure, great, amazing. So how did you come to know about Clappergill?
I knew it by watching videos, YouTube videos.
Oh, so it was through one of the ads that came up, or it was the classes that you went through?
One or two classes I watched is somebody's video, so that's
Right.
from there I knew.
That's amazing. So when you joined, what were the expectations you had?
My expectation is one day I also fluent in English and I speaking well, and yes, uh, I confident in English.
You'll be confident in English. Good. So, what do you think are some of the problems you face while you speak?
Uh, first, uh, First, my problem is that I am not getting word whenever I speak in front of anybody. And
Right.
the second one, my pronunciation is not up to the mark. So for
Right.
that also, I my expectation is. And third one is sentence making problem also.
Right. So, do you think you'll have to focus a lot on grammar and sentence construction skills for you to get there?
Yes, am I am knowing about yes, grammar is very important for the making the sentence structure. So I read grammar also.
Okay. What if I told you that I don't believe in grammar?
Okay, grammar is not it not help.
I feel like after a certain age, if you keep studying grammar, maybe you will reach a phase where you will be able to write a very good paper, right? You'll be able to write a paragraph without grammatical mistakes. But if you have to stand up and give a speech or you have to talk to somebody, it might not help you much, according to me. I believe that, right? So
Yeah,
I am somebody who
yeah,
believes the more practice you do with speaking, the better you become. The more fluent you become, the more confident you become. And when somebody is fluent and confident, they don't really care that, oh, you made a past, it was supposed to be in past, but you told it in present. It was supposed to be future form, but you used the first form. It was not supposed to be like that. Do you think people will do that?
yeah. Generally, people I in my my environment, I know the things. So people are judging by the grammar a lot. Like past and future, we struggle with a lot in this uh, tenses. So
Okay.
everyone, yeah. So that's why we improve our grammar part as well. Also,
That is amazing. I'm not saying grammar is like horrible, good for nothing. But when it comes to writing, I agree grammar is very important. But when it comes to everyday speaking or spoken English, I seriously don't think we have to give a lot of emphasis on grammar. You should know the general and you should be confident and fluent to speak the way you are. You would speak your mother tongue language, right? So, what are your hobbies?
yeah.
What do you like to do generally?
Generally, I like reading and dancing also, but not I am not a good dancer. But yes, and part time as a gardening. My hobby is also gardening. I love to gardening.
Okay, you love to do well, and you have a green thumb. That's what people say. Those who like gardening, they say, "I have a green thumb." Anyways, that being said, um, what do you enjoy about gardening? What does it make you feel? Like, what do you go about it? How do you go about it?
I just whenever I put rope like a seed, and then watering to the tree. I watering to the tree, and uh, what we can say, soil, and putting soil in the root, and this kind of work I prefer.
Okay, you prefer doing all of that. Now, you told me that one of your hobbies were gardening, right? It was gardening. And when I asked you to explain what it is that you do, you were fumbling. You did not get the right words. So,
Yeah, yeah,
tell me, do you make tea? Tea?
yeah. I Yes, I make.
You make tea? Can you tell me the process? Like, how do you make tea?
Yes, okay. So for making tea, we need water, and we need also we need what we can say, tea, tea leaf, and sugar, and milk, and put it together, and then we put for boiling, and then tea is ready.
All right. So, it seemed like you were a bit scared to explain to me the process of making tea. But
Uh,
you did not ask to take a pan or a saucepan. Where did you put all the tea and the milk and the water? Where did you put all that?
yeah, we need also bowl, or something, container for making tea.
Okay. So, what I mean to say is if you practice your grammar skills, just writing it, maybe you will be able
Yes,
to write an entire paragraph on how to make tea. First, you will take a saucepan, you will measure how much tea you want, you will put that much water or half cup water, half cup milk, blah blah blah. You'll be able to write all that. But what I'm focusing on, or my focus, my area of focus is how you'll be able to say that to somebody, right? Here it seemed to
yes,
me that you had a trouble explaining that process to me. From now on, I want you to try
yes,
an experiment, right? Promise me that you
yes,
will do this whenever possible. Even if you're going to make tea or some food for your family or just some gardening in your spare time, whatever it is that you're going to do, I want you to say whatever it is you're doing out loud. Like as if there is an invisible person there and that person only understands English. All right. So
yes.
maybe you can keep, okay, your, what's your best friend's name or your sister's name or somebody that you like. Okay. You keep that person's name and you're like, that person understands only English, mind you. So, hi Anushka, today I'm going to explain to you how I'm going to make tea. All right. First, I'm going to take a saucepan. I'm going to add some water. Every single thing that you do, explain
Okay,
it in English out loud. Don't say it in your head. It should
okay,
not be a thing where everything is happening in my mind. No, no, no. You should say it out loud. That is the best thing that you can do for yourself. I practice it like that, like on a regular basis. Even when I watch movies by myself, sometimes I'm watching a movie and the character is going to do something really bad. I'm like, no, 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 don't go behind that door. There is somebody there. That person has a knife. He's going to kill you. I tell all this to the person who's there in the movie. My husband, he looks at me and he's like, who are you talking to? Are you mad? I'm like, well, I'm just unknowingly, like knowingly or unknowingly, I'm practicing my language, right? I tell all of these things in English.
yeah,
Now, English is not our first language. It is not our mother tongue,
yeah,
right? We have been learning it over time. The more practice you give to it, the better you will become. And for this, you don't
Yes.
necessarily need grammar. You don't have to take out your grammar notebook and be like, okay, for this I have to say, this I have to say. No, no, no. There is no fun in doing that, right? The more natural you
Yes.
become, the more like impromptu you become, the better it is for you. So I want you to
Yes.
keep practicing this on a regular basis. Initially, people might judge you like, who do you stay with at home? Do you stay with somebody?
Yeah, my brother, younger brother, living with me.
Okay. So if possible, try having conversations with him in English. Like,
Yes,
come
definitely. It
here,
will.
go there. It is not good for you to do that. I think you should try something else. You should come back home on time. Maybe small, small conversations, but have these conversations in English, right? And then when you're by
Yes.
yourself, all the other conversations with your imaginary friend, have that in English too. Make sure that your
Yeah.
lifestyle changes completely. Yeah, go ahead, Sujata, please tell me.
Like invisible part, I just I am trying to with my with the help of mirror also every day.
That's perfect. Yeah, that's nice. That'll help you improve
And
your
what?
confidence too.
Yeah.
Yeah. So along with that,
And
if you can,
yes,
yes,
please.
go ahead.
I just want to ask, like when I read something, so when I read and then I remember, and then after that I want to when I speak that part, whatever I read. So that time I cannot get the word, get the whole sentences. So it is the problem. Is it a problem or something? I am on the right path.
Look, um, we are at an age where we can't, like, if we were kids, small kids, everything that we learn, like, I'm sure you haven't forgotten your ABCDs. Is you will not have forgotten that. All the nursery rhymes we learned, we haven't forgotten that.
Yes.
But yesterday, if you like ask me what I had yesterday for lunch, I will not remember, right? So our retaining
Yes.
capacity has come down a lot. So if you really want to remember something, make a small notebook for yourself. Write out the words that you do want to remember and keep repeating that almost every 3 days. 3 days, 3 days, come back and repeat it. Come back, repeat it. After a month or two, you will, I can guarantee you that you will remember that no matter what. But you should keep recalling that every 3 days. Only then you'll be able to
Okay.
remember that. If you give up after some time, that's not going to happen, right? And
Yeah, it
along
is
with that, for your
conflicting.
pronunciation, you'll have a thing called tongue twisters. Are you sure? Are you aware of that?
Yeah, tongue twister. I aware that.
Can you tell me a tongue twister out of the top of your head?
Like she, sharp, shy, uh, see, like
She
this.
sells seashells by the seashore. Is that what
Yeah,
you were
yeah,
saying?
yeah, see, yeah, yeah. Yes, I forget it, but yes, that is.
She sells